Here's the latest on the new TikTok bill that could end up in getting the app banned in the United States. President Joe Biden just said he would sign this legislation if Congress does pass it. Now, this is the bill that was introduced in the U.S. House of Representatives just this past week and has since moved really quickly. It flew through committee with a 50-0 vote, and we already know that the House will be taking it up next week for a full vote on the floor. Now, this particular legislation takes a slightly different approach than past bills we've seen introduced here in the US. Instead of outright banning TikTok at the start, it is in essence telling its parent company, ByteDance, that it would need to divest the app. Lawmakers are concerned that ByteDance is a Chinese parent company and that could lead to improper data sharing or influence on people's feeds by the Chinese government. They think that some kind of separation from the Chinese parent company would solve these concerns that lawmakers have. TikTok has repeatedly denied that they do any kind of data sharing with the Chinese government and have pointed to the billions of dollars they've spent separating off their US operations in a separate division within the ByteDance organization. And they also say that, yes, this bill says divestiture, but it's in essence a ban. It would give the company only 6 months to figure out a new structure. Therefore, it's basically a ban bill. It's a notable move from President Joe Biden, particularly in an election year. His campaign just launched their own TikTok account in recent weeks. They've posted about 36 videos leaning into both sharing political statements and your occasional internet meme. As we get closer to the US presidential election in November, Democrats really need young voters, and we know a lot of those political conversations for that demographic happen on TikTok. Meanwhile, Biden's opponent for the presidency, Republican Donald Trump, who you might recall tried to ban TikTok in 2020, apparently has now had a change of heart. He posted this on Truth Social. I assume that's referring to Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Meta, which owns Facebook, Instagram, and Threads, basically saying that if you get rid of TikTok, then Zuckerberg will double his business. You'll recall that Facebook did take Donald Trump off the platform after the January 6th insurrection. I would love to hear y'all's thoughts on this situation. I'm a reporter at Bloomberg. I cover technology and TikTok. I'll be obviously following this situation really closely, which is fast developing. But if you have questions, I can try to answer them for you. If you have ideas of what we should be talking about, please put them in the comments. And if you're calling your Congress folks, then do let me know. I want to hear those stories as well. Again, follow along for more tech news.